You're listening to Viking Radio, coming to you from Dream Street Studios at Del Mar College. Now your host, Dr. Natalie Chapa.
Good morning, Corpus Christi. Hope everybody is having a great morning. This is Natalie here with Mike B. this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mike. How are you doing this morning?
Doing great, thank you.
We have a wonderful community partner in the studio with us today. Stephanie Jordan, President and CEO of the United Way of the Coastal Bend. Welcome to Dream Street Studios.
This is so great. Just love this beautiful space. I'm so glad that you all are doing this. What a great opportunity for the community to learn more.
Thank you so much. And you know, when we talked about you coming in and on the show, I was like, you know, I've known Stephanie for a long time. We're close. And then you get here. And you and Mike have known each other for, 30 years?
28 years.
28 years. So, Mike, you win today.
Thank you. Yeah, we were colleagues at the Caller Times in a previous lifetime, right, Stephanie?
Yeah, back in the day.
Doesn't that feel, though, like another life?
It does feel like another life.
You've lived many lives since then, Mike, since Caller. You've done Driscoll. You've been here
San Antonio.
For almost 14 years. Mm-hmm. You were in San Antonio, too?
Yeah, I lived there for 7 or 8 years.
Oh, man, I missed that when Mike was not here in Corpus.
Now you're learning something about your coworkers, right?
Nice to be missed.
We're all getting to know each other here.
I find something out about Mike and Rob every day. It's been so much fun hosting this show. But the biggest part is, again, having our community partners here because we are the community college of the Coastal Bend. We serve 4.5 counties here, and you serve as part of the United Way of the Coastal Bend, a pretty large footprint. Am I right?
Yeah, we do. We go 10 counties. So we go all the way down to Falfurrias and all the way up to Refugio and all those 10 counties that hug the coast.
Wow.
Yeah, the most populated ones obviously are Nueces and San Bat. Mm-hmm. But, we cover a lot of the smaller counties, everything in between.
When you say cover and oversee those counties, what does that mean for the United Way of the Coastal Bend? What are your responsibilities to this area?
Well, United Way partners with funded partners, and we have 65 of them. Those 65 funded partners all operate and assist people in those 10 counties. So any money that we raise through United Way of the Coastal Bend goes to support those 10 counties. All United Ways are independently operated.
Okay.
So the only thing that we require is that any support, financial support we give to our funded partners, that it stays within those counties. Mm-hmm. Over the last year, we helped more than 240,000 residents in those 10 counties.
That is significant.
It is. It is.
You have a very passionate team that you work with.
I have such a good team. I mean, we're in the same car, driving in the same direction.
I can imagine.
Our maps may be a little bit different because 10 counties is a lot. I don't know if you've heard, but Texas is kind of big.
Kind of big. Been
kinda
there.
Big. But we have a wonderful, committed, passionate team. I'm very, very lucky.
So you come from a line of very passionate and successful presidents and CEOs.
I do.
Going back, so I'm thinking of Katrina.
Yeah, Katrina Wilson was the CEO for a long time, runs a great organization, which then was inherited by Libby Averett.
And Libby, which we all, shout out to Libby Averett because she is one of our Del Mar College Board of Regents.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, she's fabulous.
College. Fabulous. Absolutely love her. Actually, she gave me this mug.
Oh, in pink and floral.
Just because
she's Libby. And it matches your shirt.
Thank you. It does. And my glasses because she's Libby and amazing. Mm-hmm. But she was, again, going back to the Caller Times.
That's right.
So you worked with Libby at the Caller Times too, Mike?
I did, yes. Yeah, we were side by side there for a while, and she was and then she went into leadership, and she was a great leader, too.
She was amazing.
Yes, she is.
And so then she came into United Way, I remember, under Katrina. And then you came in under Libby. You were vice president, right?
Technically, I was there longer than Libby. I started a week out of time. I started a week, so I was a far more senior staff member. So
Did you hear that, Libby?
Yeah,
Stephanie was senior, a week senior when you got to the United Way.
Right. I hoarded that over her the whole time she was there, that I was the more senior staff member. But I was hired as a resource development director when Libby was the chief development director.
Gotcha. Okay.
Then Libby became CEO and I became the vice president of resource development. Resource development is just really fancy way of saying my job was to raise money for the community. And then when Libby retired, sad day for her, sad day for me, happy day for her, then I became the CEO. I'm really fortunate that I inherited a fantastic organization. We are financially sound. We are very, very well run. We had a great staff then. We have a great staff now. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty lucky.
You know, there's a trust, I think, with the United Way that's very deep and entrenched in this community. But I know you work hard to continue that. I'm curious, though, Stephanie. So you were at the Caller Times. Now you're president CEO.
Yeah.
Where does the need to serve like this come from? Because this is servant leadership at its finest here in the community.
Well, I sure hope so, because that is what gets me up in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, we hear these wonderful success stories of people who just need a little bit of help. Sometimes a little bit of help,
It goes a long
way.
Just
Just like teachers, that one teacher that strikes a chord with a child or an adult, that one class that they take where something clicks. That's what I'm hoping our funded partners are able to do, which is why we're so passionate about supporting them, because of the support they gave to the community. You know, we had a young woman who was in Mathis, and she hated school. She did not want to be in school anymore. She was in high school, met the man of her dreams at 17. Yeah, we've all heard this story.
I've heard this story before. I'm familiar with this story.
Yeah, dropped out of school, moved in with him. Things didn't work out so well, moved back in with her mother. The only place she could get a job is at a fast food restaurant. She's like, I'm not doing this for the rest of my life. So she went to get her GED and got her GED and ended up getting a job as an assistant in the very school district she couldn't wait to get out of. Decided she
funny.
wanted to study and be a special ed teacher. Phenomenal. Just this bright, fun, committed young woman who,
Wow.
you know, made a decision that was right for her at the ripe old age of 17. We've all done that, right?
Been there, yes.
Right,
Yes.
right. And
Because even
Was
at
soared.
17, you are faced with adult decisions
yes,
That's
you
right.
are.
and responsibilities. A lot of people in our community know that feeling.
Yeah, yeah. And, you know, when I saw her, she was married and bought her house and was studying in college and doing really, really well. And just, you know, I don't unapologetically, I made a mistake and I'm fixing it. And I just loved that about her. I just loved that she owned her future.
Yeah.
And we just love that when we're able to help people in a way that can help them move forward. We're all about moving forward.
And I love that. You know, hearing things like that.
I don't remember who said it, but they said, you know, just dive in, make mistakes. That's
have
where
to.
growth comes from.
Yes.
Growth comes from our successes and our failures. You know, and that's kind of how you learn and that's how you grow.
Well, and a lot of our students, when they come here to Del Mar, they've either tried before and they weren't really successful in school, or they took a break. You know, they were in the
Sure.
workforce, they were taking care of people, and they come back. There's a million and one reasons for people not to step foot on this campus. Things happen in
Sure.
life, you know?
Sure.
And so I think for me, that's part of my passion working here, is that we are here for any individual. Mistakes, no mistakes. Come make mistakes with us. We're going to help you and support you and
Right.
get you through.
Just put yourself out there. Just put yourself out there as much as you can. And that's, you know, that's a little bit how I feel when someone needs help. When someone asks for help, I mean, it takes a lot. First of all, I was never very good at asking for help. I'm the queen of I got this. I could be drowning.
We were actually talking about the other day on one of the
Asking for
radio
help
shows.
is a strong thing to do.
It's hard to ask for help.
It is.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is.
some people just don't want to.
Some people don't want to. And so sometimes as a person in the community who has the ability to help people, to be on the other side of it, you just kind of have to go out there and be like, let me help you.
Yeah.
This is what I can do.
Yeah. There have been occasions where I was talking to a group of employees, because most of our money is raised through industry. Industry gives us a permission to come and talk about what we do in the community and offers the option to give through payroll deduction. So we do a lot of speaking engagements at all these different, every industry you could imagine.
So can you give some examples of your industry partners out there?
Valero is our largest supporter, Valero Corpus Christi Refineries,
Okay.
as well as Three Rivers, because we go all the way up to Three Rivers. Citgo is huge, LyondellBasell, Chemours, absolutely Exxon, which is Gulf Coast Growth Ventures down here, all committed to supporting the community, whether it be financially or through donations or volunteer events.
So it's a little bit of everything. So
It is.
the companies can donate as a company,
Yes.
donate items. Then the individuals can volunteer. I know a lot of our industry partners have volunteer groups.
Yes,
employees
yes,
that
they do.
volunteer. But then there's also the ability for individuals in the company to then
Yes.
give. How do they do that?
So it's through payroll deduction is
Okay.
is the primary. That's mostly our bread and butter. Some industries do some sort of match. So if an employee gives $1, they
Nice.
give 50% or 50
Okay.
cents. Or if some give $1, they give $1. And, that really adds up when a corporation is behind supporting what their employees support. And employees can support any one of our 65 funded partners. They can pick and choose.
You can pick.
You can pick if
Okay.
you want, or you can put the money in the community investment fund. The community investment fund is the money that's pooled and divided between specific programs. There are
Okay.
more than 30 specific programs, and they're everything from homework help at a boys and girls club to mental health program for people who are crime victims. In that program, a majority of those crime victims are children. More than a majority are children. To health care.
Wow.
So yeah, we cover all the basics that people need help with in life to succeed.
How is significant?
How can people reach out to you, Stephanie?
We have a website, certainly www.uwcb.org, and we have a phone number, and I am readily available, easily available. My whole team is. We frequently take calls.
Well, and I know there's a lot of new partnerships, new industry partners that are currently still looking at coming into the Coastal Bend.
Yeah.
To bring in new companies, new industry here. And so is there always kind of that recruitment element too, that when a new company is coming into town, you reach out to them and give them the opportunity to give back?
We always want to reach out to new businesses and maintain the relationships of the businesses who have given to us for a long time. Different corporations have different philosophies of philanthropy, which is completely okay.
Yeah.
My job is to facilitate philanthropy. It's not, to sell a product. It's not a widget that everybody wants to own because it's trendy. And as long as people are supporting the community, great. That's what I'm for, is supporting the community. So some companies have very specific things. Del Mar College gets a lot of support from industry too.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
They absolutely invest wonderfully. We're always thrilled.
We're very blessed.
Yeah.
That we have some amazing community partners that believe in what we do and what we provide in terms of workforce.
As well they should.
Across the board, right? Whether you want to be a teacher, a nurse, a doctor, a welder, you name it. Yeah, you're right. Your industry partners are very similar to ours.
Right.
We are very lucky at the programs that they support.
Frankly, I think United Way and Del Mar College have a lot of things in common. One is we respond to the needs of the community, whether that be we need more people in the medical field, we need a higher literacy rate, we need more people in industry. That's a big deal. And also, our ultimate goal, I'm not speaking for you, but yes, I'm going to speak for you, Natalie. Watch me do this. We just want everyone to do well, right?
Exactly.
Someone not doing well affects me. Everybody should be able to do well. And that's all I'm interested in. Just, sometimes just a little bit goes a long, long way.
We'll be right back.
Este es el lugar donde quieres estar. Aquí se sueña, aquí se crece. Para graduarte y destacar, este es el campus Oso Creek de Del Mar College. Aquí encontrarás asignaturas básicas y programas exclusivos, además de laboratorios e instalaciones avanzadas. Es un espacio de innovación. transformación y acompañamiento. Este es tu momento, tu futuro. Aquí es donde perteneces. Aprende más en dmcdreams.com.
This show is a production of Del Mar College, where continuing education courses can get you in the workforce fast, including workforce skills awards that are stackable towards Del Mar College credit programs. Own your dreams at Del Mar College. Go online at delmar.edu/CE. This is Viking Radio.
So we are here this morning, Mike B. and I, with the president and CEO of the United Way of the Coastal Bend, Miss Stephanie Jordan, longtime friend, mentor, colleague to us here in the room. Gosh, talking about just how it fills our cup. I think all of us in this room, we want to watch other people
Yeah.
succeed.
Yes,
Period.
I really do. Yeah, I do.
And that helps us, that helps us in so many ways, economy-wise, neighbor-wise, community-wise. It enriches us in so many ways. So when people are asking, why does this affect me, right? Why do I have to support my local community college? Why do I need to give money, right, to the United Way? It really comes full circle.
Yeah, absolutely it does.
Mhm.
Absolutely it does. And, someone succeeding in life benefits the entire community.
Yes.
I mean, no one lived in a community and said we'd be so much more successful if everybody couldn't read. I mean, who's ever said that, right? Like everybody
Does it
needs-
really matter?
It doesn't really matter, right? And that's kind of our goal is we want people employed and making good money and being able to support their children and be part of educating their
and
children.
having a quality of life. That's kind of where I feel is, I think that's what's drawn me to the work here at Del Mar
Sure.
College, is that no matter what part of town, right, you're from, where you were born, where you grew up, you can come here and get the education that you need to just have a phenomenal quality of life.
Right.
Period.
I like how you said, Stephanie, that young lady owned her future.
Right.
I think that's what
Yes.
you said. We tell our students, own your dreams.
Right.
So
We've all seen the billboards.
We are right there with
Big
you.
words, dream in all caps.
We're not letting go of
We're like,
that marketing
go,
ploy
yeah.
ever, people. It's ours.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Just go with your bad self, Delmar. Yeah.
But also, too, everybody's idea of success is different.
Sure.
Some people want to go big, beyond. They want to go global, and that's cool. We're here for that. Some people want to stay local, make a smaller impact, but it's still significant for everybody. I say there's no dream too small, too big.
No.
We're here for it.
So it's funny that you say that because I first started giving to United Way when I worked at the Caller Times. And one of our funded partners showed
Yeah, we're
up.
partners. Okay.
Yeah. And we did what we call a workplace campaign at the Caller Times. And someone spoke and, I spoke to my husband at the time and I'm like, okay, so maybe we don't go out to dinner once a month and we instead give that money to someone else who could need it. I mean, I was employed, I had health insurance, I had a roof over my head, the space was air conditioned. Those are all valid.
Yes,
things.
you had your basic needs. You're very
I
comfortable.
had my needs taken care of and I wanted to help take care of someone else's. Well, the beauty of our campaigns is we have companies like HEB is another one that's enormously supportive of us. They have a lot of people who are hourly employees and they give just a little bit times all those employees makes a huge impact.
And okay, that's such a great
Yeah.
a great comment. You could give $10 a month.
Yeah. You can, whatever you want. When I started, it was the equivalent of a dinner that my husband and I could afford.
Mm-hmm.
And when we started out, my husband was a stay-at-home dad and I was a journalist. I was not rolling in the dough. So, we just decided what we were going to do. And then, as I grew professionally, so did my donations.
Yeah, and I think that's important right now because we are in challenging times economically. You know, things are
Mhm.
We
pricey right
are.
now, and for anybody out there who's like, I can barely feed myself and my family, but you know, there's a million and one ways to support.
And I want to mention, Stephanie, you just reminded me, in the late 90s, I was designated at the Caller Times, I was
Yeah.
designated the sign-up guy for
Yeah.
United Way
Yeah. You
donations.
Oh, you were
collected
the
forms and you
liaison.
talked.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was voluntold to be that person.
Voluntold. We
And-
love people who are voluntold.
And my fear was, oh man, nobody's going to give money. Guess what?
yeah.
It was awesome. Everybody gave something.
Yeah.
Almost everybody.
Yeah. And you know, a little bit at a time goes a long way. I mean, we have a lot of people in this community. And I think, you know, sometimes when people don't want to give, sometimes people can be a little cynical, like, where's this money going?
Mm-hmm.
And United Way, anybody who's a funded partner has to prove to us that they're spending their money wisely and well. We don't just say, oh yeah, Natalie, you started a nonprofit. We'll raise money
Right,
for you.
there's
You have to
checks and balances.
You have to have a board. You have to have a board that meets regularly. You have to have financial oversight.
And
You-
speaking of which,
Yeah.
you have a board.
I do.
Yes.
I have
Talk
the-
about
I
your
have-
board. How many board members
No
do you have?
offense to your board members,
Okay,
but my
but-
board members beat your board members.
Oh.
We have a really
Ow, I
good.
don't
We
know
have a
about
really good.
That's a bold
board.
statement.
That is so bold. I mean,
We have a really good
just the fact that we
board.
have Libby, and that's one.
Yeah.
And then I can keep going. Nick Adami, boom.
Yeah, I know.
Rudy Garza,
Mm,
boom.
Yeah, we've got, you know, the chairperson of our board is Alicia Matus, who is in charge of Lyondell Basel.
Very nice.
And
Okay.
then
don't know
our
her.
chair-elect is Marco Reyes. Marco?
Okay.
At Comores. We
Okay.
have Kent Britton, who's, you know, with the port. Maybe
Port
you've
of
heard of
Corpus
the Port of
Christi.
Corpus Christi. There you go.
Okay, now
And
she's just bragging.
Now I'm just bragging. Oh, yeah, I'm watch me name
Y'all
drop.
watch me.
But what's beautiful about our board is they work together so well. They're smart and passionate and intuitive. You know, they see what's going on in the community too, and, you know, support us in all sorts of ways.
What do you see these days? What is the most need that you hear at the United Way for our community?
Well, we have a very fancy acronym called ALICE, Assets Limited Income Constrained Employed. Those are the people who are scraping it together, who are employed and doing the best that they can and barely making it. I was doing a presentation at a fire department. I've told this story a bunch of times at a fire department. And I overheard one firefighter talking to another firefighter, and he said, you know, a lot of people in this community are just one car accident away from being ruined. And I stopped what I was saying. I'm like, what do you mean by that? And he goes, you know, think about it. You got a car and it's paid off and you're able to insure it. And you're taking your kids to school and you have a job that you're making okay money, but it's hourly, and you get into a car accident. Maybe you're injured. Maybe you don't have insurance. How do you replace a car when you don't have a down payment and all of that? That kind of exemplifies, I mean, because I think all of us at some point in our life were thinking, oh man, what would I do if I didn't have a job?
Have this, or if
I
this
didn't
hadn't
have
come
insurance,
in,
or I didn't have supportive parents, or
I've
when
been there.
when your babies are born.
I have
thank
been there.
Goodness, they're healthy. Thank
Yeah.
I think I'm there
goodness.
now.
Yeah, I know. Right?
What about been there?
I know.
Yeah, you're right. A car accident can be catastrophic, right?
Right. And it could be, you know, a lot of people are in circumstances through no fault of their own.
Right, because you're talking about things that are not in our control.
No.
Like a car
No,
accident. I mean,
right.
that can, it comes out of nowhere. Before you know it,
Right.
you're in crisis because you don't have reliable transportation.
Yeah. And, you know, it's a tough nut to crack when something like that happens, you know, and people do their best. Now, that's not to say that United Way gives away free cars. You know, it's not like that, but we want to be a net for people. So, you know, they don't fall to the ground. And in a lot of our funded partners, all of our funded partners, that's what they're all about.
I think there's this this kind of common kind of assumption out there that when somebody is asking for help, that maybe they haven't done things to help themselves first.
Yeah.
And what you're talking about is people who are out there, who are working, who are trying to do what they need to do to
Yeah.
sustain their family, right? And sometimes it can't be done,
Yeah.
right? For unforeseen circumstances. Again, prices are high right now. Gas is high, food is high.
It's tougher making ends meet, that's for sure.
I got to tell you, I'm loving my Hill Country Fair brand right now because really, I mean, things are just pricey. No matter, how comfortable you are or how much money you make, it's things are challenging for everybody right now.
Sure, absolutely. And it's not just the price of things. It's, circumstances beyond your control, things that happen. We have a school supply drive that we do every year, and we've been doing it for 3 decades. And we raise money, and it's a straight purchase, wholesale purchase from us. We raise as much money as we can. We get it tax-free because we're a nonprofit, and we purchase it wholesale. And we support 43 public school districts. We have 43 public school districts.
Not schools,
Wow.
school districts.
School districts
That's
in our
amazing.
10 counties. We have lots of industry that supports with that. And this year we raised more than $80,000. This year is a little bit tougher stretching that dollar because prices are more expensive because of what's going on in the world and imports and all of that. And it's just the basic school supplies. And the goal of that is we want kids to walk into a classroom ready to go. Day one, ready to go.
And not have the
Worry about crayons, worry about
not have
pens
that
and paper.
worry.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I remember being a kiddo, and it was me and Minnie Choppa for a while. And it was tough because not just school supplies, but school clothes
Oh, yeah.
and shoes. And I remember those being really challenging times. And having clothes put on layaway. Do they even do layaway anymore? I don't even know.
I
But,
don't even know.
I remember those days. And for a kid who's just being a kid, right? That stress travels down to you.
Yeah, it does.
You feel it, you see it. Even if
the
your parents
teachers,
try to,
the teachers feel it too.
thank you for saying that.
The teachers feel it too.
And so that one thing, although might seem small, you drop some pencils in a bin, or you put $5 extra when you're checking out.
Yeah.
Right, when they ask,
Yeah.
would you like to add $5 to donate to the Coastal Bend, to United Way? I think it makes a significant difference. I know for me, I can think back, we did not ever receive anything like that. And so you're right, it's always just kind of one crisis, one unexpected thing away. And so what I'm saying is the things that you do, they may seem small to some people, but they are significant impacts in the lives of our community.
We hope so.
Thank
We hope that starting kids off, the school districts just really do a great job of distributing. We give the supplies to the school districts because, those teachers and those principals and those counselors, those people know their kids. I mean, let's face it, they know their kids and they know who really needs the help. And, giving a child who's out of glue sticks, how many glue sticks have I purchased in my life? And I just have one. And getting the kids the crayons they need, or a pencil with an eraser, or notebook paper, without anybody else knowing, being discreet about it,
Yes,
so that no
and
kid knows what kid is getting help.
Thank you for acknowledging that. Shout out to all of our teachers out there who are on.
God bless 'em.
break.
Yeah.
If a teacher wants to reach out to you, go to your website.
So they can reach out to us, but really the school, we distribute it during this. It's
the
just
school.
this great big production number. This year we have all the school districts that show up proudly with their band trailers, and all these school districts with all their signs on them and trucks.
Oh,
and,
that's awesome.
yeah. We had one woman who didn't quite understand how much she was getting, and she showed up in her convertible Camaro. We're like, oh,
You're like, oh yeah,
You're gonna need a bigger
no,
car.
you're gonna need a bigger car.
yeah. We had one school district that it was so full that we were a little concerned about them driving 75 miles an hour back, but we're like, okay,
Well, thank
it'll
you.
be all right.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I really hope that our listeners out there got a good feel for all the amazing things that the United Way of the Coastal Bend does. With President and CEO Stephanie Jordan and the amazing team. Shout out to the United Way of the Coastal Bend.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thrilled to be here. Congratulations on your new show.
This show is a production of Del Mar College. Follow us on Spotify at Viking Radio.